prop for my camera has got one leg that's broken and it's wobbly as hell. So you got to get it in the right position. I need to loosen it up a little bit right now, I guess. No, that's tighter. Sorry, Lord. Ooh. Yeah, there we go. I think I got you. I think I got you. I think I can. There you go, man. There we go. Boo, boo, boo. What do you know there, Joe? Aha! Alright. I got it now, babe. Alright, so let's see what we're going to use. Alright, so we just used this one. Alright, it was a spinner slash fly. You know, had a fly on a spinner jig. I don't much care for a fly fishing type rod type style of fishing, but I do like using flies for trout fishing and corn, all that stuff, man. I love it. Love topwater baits and watching that fish come and just, you know, attack it. And my favorite with that is bass fishing, man. You get to go get you a good day of bass fishing in, and they're hitting real good, and you throw you out one of them what they call them, a bass bomb or cricket or some kind of topwater bait out there, and get to flicking it, and you watch that thing come up and see that largemouth just turn wide. I mean, inhale that goddamn lure, whatever it is you're using. It's just, it ain't nothing else like it. That's exciting, boy. I remember first time I caught one that was close enough to me, and it was that, you know, it was that big that, man, it weighed it like, it was like, heck, it might have only been like 6-7 foot away from me, but I was fishing a pond out where my dad used to live on Speedway Road. And we had 2 ponds out there on that property we was renting, man, and they didn't mind if we fished them at all. And that little pond, it didn't take me about 2 months before I fished it out. I mean, there wasn't no fish, you know, besides brim. There was literally no bass left in it. I didn't realize how quick you could fish out a pond if you was keeping them and eating them and stuff. And well, I realized it that summer though. I had one summer of nice fishing out of that pond, and then I caught random as heck. But I decided one day just to go ahead and try to use a worm, because I couldn't catch nothing off anything else, you know. So I was like, screw it, I'll try a worm and see if there ain't you know, something else in here. It might be bigger. This is what they want. Alright. I caught a goddamn catfish. But anyway, let me get back to what I was saying. This day, I got about 5-6 foot away from me, and all of a sudden, I see a big white. I mean, this thing was the biggest bass I'd ever caught to this day still. It was, what was it? About 13 pounds. Anyway, its mouth was big enough for me to put both my hands in. And when I seen that happen in the water, dude, and all of a sudden my lure went inside that, I was like, oh God. And I mean, it was crazy that I even got to get it in, because it was, like I said, it was 6 foot away from me, you know, from me having the bait all the way in. You know, there was no room to play with it really. Boy, I went ahead and turned my drag real loose though, and I got it in, man. And it was a crazy experience being that close and then still getting it in. Because usually that happens, you know, you bye-bye bait. You know, if that's your favorite lure, I feel sorry for you. Because I've had fish like that hit, and they literally take your bait and line with them, and it just keeps going. It snap. Oh gosh. You gotta remember to work at drag. Make sure you got a good drag set, or loose enough for if you got a big fish it's going to give. That's been my #1 mistake when I've been going fishing, is forgetting to check my goddamn drag, because the kids get to playing with it, and you know, they'll turn it up real tight or something like that. I won't notice it, or heck, I might even have done it because I was out catfishing or something that day. Anyway, I like using lightweight, small action rods, dude. The smaller, you know, and the better built, the more you can get it to play, and you know, it bends up on you. Heck, I've reeled in 50-60 pound goddamn carp. Well, you know, a little medium action, like, you know, small rod. And I remember That one that was right at 60 pounds, boy, I had to grab the tip of my rod and help it out to keep it from breaking it though. I can't lie. But that was a Shakespeare, just regular old cheap Shakespeare you get at Walmart. It lets you, for information purposes. If you had a Shakespeare ugly stick, you would never have to worry about that. You get a light action ugly stick, best rod there is. Now, I mean, I ain't talking about, the Shakespeare reel. I'm talking about the rod itself, that ugly stick. You can literally take and bend that thing from one nose around to the other, and it ain't gonna break at all. And it was my stepdad's favorite rod, and it's mine now. But he was a heck of a fisherman. That man right there, he got me as addicted as I am into it, today. But he went a lot more than me. Yeah, he'd go every day, and even on the working days, he'd still, if it was sunny and it was time to go, that man would go to the river. I miss him. He died a couple years back from lung cancer, and I hate it. Damn cigarette smoking. But hey, these days, if you ain't smoking cigarettes, I've been looking, you get cancer from something. Really, this day and time, the stuff we've got, going in production and everything and stuff, dude, the chemicals and everything in it, man, according to the state of California, we all gonna get cancer. Anyway, I was looking at my lures the other day, and actually some of my bow hunt stuff, and I was looking at the back of it, and it said, known to the warning, known to the state of California, contents can cause cancer. And I'm like, oh gosh, why would they have that in something for hunting? Like, you're going to literally shoot the animal with this, and it's going to go into your meat, or you're touching the product or whatever it is anyway before you shoot the animal with it. No matter what, dude. Why would you want to make something for those purposes, those kind of purposes, that does that, unless you're literally trying to thin the herd or something? I don't know, it just don't make no sense to me. Back in my great-granddaddy's day, they used to smoke to 100 years old, and they never knew nothing about goddamn lung cancer. And they were chain smokers. So I just don't know if it all is just smoking, or if people are just getting cancer because of everything we got going on these days. Over here yakking my jaws off. But I'm trying to make sure I give y'all some content, something to actually pay attention to. I'm fishing, so you ain't gotta worry about being quiet. Not while you're waiting. You hear the sound of that water? Yeah, you can actually get away with some noise. This kind of fishing. Now catfishing, boy, me and my stepdad used to be bad about noise on catfishing, because if you ain't getting a bite within an hour, next time somebody talks, you blaming them for why you ain't catching that. So, see, this right here is what I got used to from the age of 5. My stepdad took me, might as well say dad, because been more of a father to me than my father was, or is. I didn't even know my real father until I was 10, or well, right at it. And from what I hear, he wasn't the one that was really wanting to be coming around at that time anyway. I think his old lady at the time was pushing it, but he, I loved him, and I'm glad I ain't saying that bad. I'm glad I have that, dad. Love you, Dad, but in case you're watching. But anyway, back to my stepdad. I miss that man. But can't find nobody else of them. Not a soul that'll really go out and be willing to do this kind of thing, man. They either think that, oh, you know, the river, you know, you're gonna get, you know, contaminated, you're gonna get bit by something, or, you know, it's not safe. And this is grown men feeling like this when they see me doing what I do. Now, if it wasn't for being 50 degrees or 40 degrees out, you know, and that water being 30 degrees right now, I wouldn't be in waders. You know, that's cheating, but I am wearing waders right now because I would not be able to, I would already be I'd already had hypothermia. My bad, y'all. There's a tractor just pulled up there up the river and just dumped something. Freaked me out. I guess there's a farmer's crops right over being over there. But looked like he's about to ride right off into the river there for a second. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna have to put this down for a minute. Alright, so I'll get to recording again here in a little while when hopefully I have something worth recording for you. Or if not, we'll get back to doing some talking. That's one thing I'm good at. I got ADHD, and I was born with a smile and you know, a very positive, motivated, you know, person or whatever. So I can one thing I can do is I can talk and keep somebody entertained. So I thought for most of my life, this is what I've always wanted to do for a living, is become a video and wildlife photographer. I always wanted to, it started as I wanted to be a wildlife photographer, and I didn't end up getting around to doing that. I always would work, you know, just manual labor, hard jobs, man, and I like doing that kind of job, though I can't lie. I like working hard, and I find it very satisfying at the end of the day to do that kind of work. And if you have those kind of people around you, you know, it's a good place or whatever, dude, it's kind of satisfying to do hard manual labor. I think it is. But kind of getting on to, oh man, look at this deer print. But anyway, I'm 35, getting a little older now. My back's starting to bother me and stuff and everything, and I finally decided to put my foot down and try to actually make this something, because it might be hard, and that's why a lot of people, you know, can't do it, and why you can, you know, people like me or other people can actually make an income off this and make it you know, a career successfully and everything. But I really do. I really, this has been my lifelong dream, is to do this right here, and I'm doing it right now, and that's all that matters. Like I was telling my baby mom the other day, it really, at this point, it really don't matter to me that if I become rich or whatever. It ain't about that, you know. I'm just trying to get by, and if it could make an income off of it, that'd be awesome at the same time. But I know those wildlife photographers, man, they make good money, and entertainment, man, is where it's at. If you're a good entertainer, that's where the most income's at, seems like. That's where everybody's about these days, is being entertained. All right, y'all. Deuces. Y'all want to see this river again, though, real quick? Look how beautiful this thing is. Check that shit out. Man, that's beautiful. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Let me turn around and give y'all the... Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. You see that? You see that deer hoof? You see that bad boy? That is like almost half the size of my foot. And I wear a size 13 men's, by God. I mean, that. Look at that heifer. What a damn deer print. I mean, look. Gosh. I mean, and I you know, I went ahead and matched up some other ones just to make sure it wasn't just a slide or something that made it that big. No, that's a hefty deer, boy. And that's a buck, because a doe, the toes point in, and a buck's is like that. So, you know, and it being that big, you would want to think it's a buck anyway. But I know that's what I had learned from what I had seen. Anyway, I'll get back to y'all in a little while. Peace.